Do you ever wonder what truly makes a conversation memorable? Is it the words you say, or is there something deeper that connects people on a more profound level? In today's video, we dive into the transformative power of communication, and why mastering the art of speaking, listening, and sharing your story is the key to building lasting, meaningful connections, no matter your age. As we grow older, our experiences shape us into individuals with deep wisdom and insight. But how we express those experiences, and how we connect with others, can make all the difference in our relationships. Whether you're looking to connect with younger generations or simply strengthen your current bonds, mastering the art of communication is essential. In this video, we'll explore the power of active listening, the magic of storytelling, and how silence can sometimes speak louder than words. You'll learn why people, especially younger women, are drawn to individuals who communicate with emotional intelligence and authenticity. Plus, we'll uncover how curiosity, emotional self-sufficiency, and the subtle art of maintaining mystery can elevate your relationships and help you continue to evolve. Stick around until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll have the tools to transform your conversations and build connections that last a lifetime. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. The first and most transformative step in building truly meaningful connections is mastering the art of communication. It goes far beyond the mere act of speaking. It's not just about the words you say, but about how you convey your thoughts, ideas, and emotions, and most critically, how you listen. True communication is far more than an exchange of words. It's a deep, dynamic flow of energy, attention, and intentions between individuals. It's the unspoken understanding, the emotional resonance that lingers after the conversation ends. When you learn to listen with genuine curiosity and open-hearted interest, you create a bridge that connects you on a profound level. The ability to listen actively, to truly hear someone, not just the words, but the emotions, the intentions behind them, creates a powerful bond. This kind of listening transcends age, gender, and background, breaking down barriers that often separate us. It's an ability to tune into another person's frequency, to understand them without judgment, and to make them feel truly seen and heard. For younger women, this is particularly magnetic, as they are drawn to men who have developed the emotional intelligence to engage with them on such a deep, soulful level. A man who listens attentively and responds thoughtfully exhibits strength, not through forceful words or actions, but through patience, understanding, and the quiet power of emotional depth. That is undeniably attractive. But communication doesn't stop at listening. The way you tell your own story, how you express the wisdom you've accumulated over a lifetime, is an art in itself. Your life has been a journey filled with lessons, challenges, victories, and setbacks. These experiences are precious gifts, and they deserve to be shared, not as a lecture or a sermon, but as a beautifully woven narrative. The stories you tell don't need to be grandiose or overly polished. It's about sharing your experiences in a way that invites others in, like a captivating film or a heartfelt memoir. Each chapter of your life is a scene in your story, and when you speak about it with warmth, humor, and authenticity, you bring it to life in a way that others can relate to. People are drawn to genuine stories that are laced with vulnerability and truth. The moments of struggle, the times when you faced hardships and overcame them, or even when you made mistakes and learned from them, these are the things that connect us all. The beauty of storytelling lies in its simplicity and its ability to make others feel understood and seen. And perhaps most importantly, you share these moments not to impress or seek validation, but simply to share your truth. When you narrate your journey with this kind of humility and openness, you offer others a window into your soul, and they can't help but be moved. There's a magic in authenticity, and when you allow yourself to share your experiences without pretense, you invite others into your world in a way that is deeply impactful. Moreover, True communication is not only about speaking and listening, but about understanding the power of silence and subtlety. The wise man knows that sometimes the most powerful words are the ones left unspoken. Knowing when to speak and, perhaps more importantly, when to remain silent is an essential skill that demonstrates maturity, patience, and strength. It's about choosing your words with intention and knowing that silence can carry more weight than any spoken phrase. A man who has mastered this art of pause, who takes his time before responding, exudes an aura of self-assurance and control. It's not about rushing to fill the silence with empty chatter, but about respecting the moment and giving careful thought to your response. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone is in a hurry to be heard, the man who can hold back, who listens deeply before speaking, creates a space of reverence in the conversation. This is a sign of true respect, not only for the other person, but for the conversation itself. It shows that you value the exchange of ideas and emotions enough to carefully consider your words before speaking them. This kind of subtlety and wisdom speaks volumes, and it crosses generational boundaries with ease. People, especially younger women, are drawn to those who demonstrate this level of emotional and intellectual maturity. It creates an atmosphere of calm, trust, and respect, and it encourages deeper, more meaningful conversations. This is not simply a matter of etiquette, it is a fundamental expression of character, and it lays the foundation for building strong, enduring connections. When you've mastered the art of communication, whether through active listening, powerful storytelling, or the quiet strength of silence, you not only attract others, but you leave a lasting impression. You become someone who people feel comfortable with, someone they can trust and confide in. You build bridges where others might see barriers, and you create relationships that are rich, profound, and lasting. Mastering communication is about more than just exchanging words. It's about creating connections that resonate on an emotional level, that transcend time and space, that make people feel seen, heard, and understood. It's about leaving a legacy of emotional intelligence, respect, and genuine connection that lasts long after the conversation ends. When you communicate with this depth, you don't just leave an impression, you leave a mark on the hearts and minds of those you encounter, and that is the true power of authentic communication. The second essential lesson that a wise, seasoned individual must embrace is the incredible power of keeping curiosity alive. It's a common misconception that with age comes stagnation, that as the years pass, one becomes complacent and closed off to new ideas. But the true secret to remaining vibrant, attractive, and admired as you age is the unwavering desire to continue learning, exploring, and discovering. Curiosity is the flame that keeps your spirit alive, and when you actively pursue new knowledge, whether it's about emerging technologies, different cultures, or revolutionary ideas, you send a clear message that your mind and heart are as alive and passionate as ever. This ceaseless curiosity showcases not only mental vitality but emotional vitality as well, revealing that you are someone who refuses to be defined by the limits of age. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. When you demonstrate a genuine interest in the world around you, it becomes contagious. You become a living example that the pursuit of knowledge doesn't have an expiration date. Even as you grow older, your curiosity opens doors to new realms of experience and insight, and it's incredibly compelling to those around you, especially to younger women. They quickly notice when an older man keeps his mind fresh, flexible, and receptive to new things. It dismantles the tired stereotype that aging brings rigidity and closed-mindedness, instead shining a light on the possibility of continual growth. It's the very essence of resilience, a refusal to let the passing years dull the thirst for knowledge or the excitement of discovery. Age, in fact, is a catalyst for deeper, more meaningful conversations. Think about the energy of discussing a recent book that moved you, a documentary that sparked your imagination, or even something new you've recently learned and are eager to share. When you bring this enthusiasm to the table, it becomes magnetic. Your words carry an undeniable spark that draws others in, not because you're trying to impress, but because your curiosity speaks to something universal, the desire for growth and understanding. When you share your intellectual and emotional discoveries, it's clear that your wisdom isn't a stagnant pool but a flowing river, constantly evolving, expanding, and deepening with every experience. This ongoing evolution is not only inspiring but deeply attractive. It creates an aura of vitality that's hard to resist, one that says you are still in the game, still chasing the horizon, and still seeking something greater, something more profound. Moreover, curious individuals are naturally drawn to the stories and perspectives of others because they are genuinely interested in what others have to say. This creates a far more compelling emotional connection. The act of truly listening, of being eager to understand another's viewpoint, builds an intimacy that few can replicate. This quality makes conversations not only enriching but deeply engaging, as they are no longer just exchanges of words, but meaningful exchanges of emotions, ideas, and experiences. When you approach life with curiosity, you cultivate a mindset of openness, and this openness strengthens the bonds you create with others. It encourages vulnerability, sharing, and connection on a much deeper level, making those around you feel valued and seen. At its core, maintaining curiosity is also a powerful form of self-care. Actively seeking out opportunities to learn, to challenge your preconceptions, and to push your boundaries is a direct investment in your own mental and emotional well-being. It demonstrates that you are not simply marking time, but using the years to reinvent yourself, to explore new avenues of thought, and to stay intellectually and emotionally nimble. This isn't just about preventing the mind from dulling with age. It's about choosing to live fully at every stage of life, to savor the richness of each moment, and to continue evolving. This mindset is profoundly inspiring. It shows that you refuse to succumb to the passage of time in a passive way, instead choosing to face it as an opportunity for growth, discovery, and reinvention. A person who embraces curiosity in their later years becomes a shining example of what it means to live a life of purpose, adventure, and passion, no matter their age. Such individuals have a magnetic quality that not only draws admiration from those around them, but also surprises and delights those fortunate enough to know them. In a world where complacency often takes hold as time passes, a curious, ever-evolving person remains an exceptional force, a source of inspiration, admiration, and joy to all who are in their orbit. The curiosity you cultivate today will continue to inspire tomorrow, shining brightly and leaving a trail of wonder wherever you go. The third essential quality that a wise, seasoned individual must cultivate is emotional self-sufficiency. As people grow older, they sometimes find themselves falling into the trap of depending too much on others for validation, companionship, or even to make decisions. This kind of dependency can create an unintentional burden on others, especially on younger women, who are drawn to men who exude a quiet but undeniable confidence. Men who have a deep sense of self and understand their worth regardless of what others think. The real secret to maintaining both personal and relational harmony as you age lies in learning how to be emotionally self-sufficient. This doesn't mean withdrawing into yourself or building walls. Rather, it's about discovering the inner peace and strength to stand independently, even when the world around you is chaotic or uncertain. Emotional self-sufficiency means finding contentment within, regardless of external circumstances or the ebb and flow of relationships. Emotionally balanced men carry a certain kind of presence, a calmness that is immediately felt by those around them. Their sense of tranquility doesn't come from the approval of others. They don't scramble for attention, nor do they seek constant validation from their peers or partners. Instead, they have cultivated a deep sense of inner peace and understanding of themselves. They have learned to be at ease with their own thoughts, actions, and emotions. This kind of emotional self-reliance creates a powerful sense of stability that others naturally gravitate toward. When you can stand in your own strength, without relying on others to tell you who you are or to make you feel good about yourself, you exude a sense of security that is incredibly attractive. It signals to the world that you are not only comfortable in your own skin, but that you don't need external affirmation to feel fulfilled. This kind of emotional independence is magnetic. It says, I am whole. I am content with who I am. But if you want to share this journey with me, I would be honored to walk alongside you. This self-sufficiency doesn't make you emotionally distant or indifferent. It makes you emotionally available in the most meaningful way possible. The power of emotional self-sufficiency lies in the ability to offer love and care freely, without needing to extract something in return. You are able to engage in relationships from a place of abundance, not from a place of neediness. You don't rely on your partner to fulfill your emotional needs because you have already done that for yourself. Instead, you offer your companionship, love, and support freely, allowing your relationships to flourish without pressure. This creates the foundation for true, lasting connections. When you're not emotionally dependent on someone else for validation, you can dedicate yourself fully to understanding and supporting them, without selfish expectations. You approach relationships from a place of mutual respect and genuine care. This ability to form emotionally fulfilling relationships, rooted in equality and independence, is incredibly appealing to women, particularly younger women. They can tell the difference between a man who is emotionally mature, self-assured, and grounded, and someone who is seeking constant reassurance or emotional support. Women value men who have a strong sense of self because they understand that such men possess the ability to value them as individuals, too. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, you bring depth, richness, and integrity to your connections. You're not seeking to fill any emotional void through others, but instead, you are looking to build and nurture something meaningful, with mutual care, respect, and understanding. Being emotionally self-sufficient is far more than just a quality. It's the bedrock upon which wise living and profound relationships are built. It provides the emotional stability needed to handle life's inevitable challenges, setbacks, and transitions with grace and resilience. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, you don't crumble in the face of adversity. Instead, you adapt, grow, and use your experiences to further enrich your life and relationships. You understand that your happiness and well-being do not depend on anyone else, but rather on the work you've done within yourself to create peace and balance. Moreover, emotional self-sufficiency allows you to truly live in the present. When you are not constantly seeking to validate your worth through external sources, you can appreciate life as it comes, engaging fully with the people around you, embracing each moment with openness and clarity. This self-sufficiency makes you a beacon of wisdom, resilience, and emotional maturity. It is not a rejection of relationships or intimacy, but rather an invitation to enter them from a place of strength, balance, and wholeness. The emotional independence you cultivate doesn't just influence your relationship with others. It deeply shapes your own relationship with yourself. You become a man who is comfortable with his own company, who finds joy in his own pursuits, and who is not afraid to explore new aspects of life without relying on others for a sense of completeness. This, in turn, makes you even more appealing, not because you are seeking admiration, but because you radiate confidence, self-love, and emotional intelligence. You are someone who respects himself enough to understand his worth, and who is not afraid to continue growing, learning, and evolving through all the stages of life. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Ultimately, emotional self-sufficiency is the foundation of a truly fulfilling life. It allows you to build healthy, balanced relationships while maintaining your own sense of identity and peace. It gives you the freedom to explore life without fear of becoming lost or dependent. And it's a trait that grows more compelling with age, as it speaks to a life well lived, a life filled with wisdom, strength, and the kind of emotional depth that attracts admiration from all who encounter you. An emotionally self-sufficient person is not only more grounded and fulfilled, but they also become a powerful presence in the lives of others, someone who offers not just love and companionship, but the gift of stability, peace, and wisdom. The fourth critical thing that a wise, seasoned individual must fully understand is the extraordinary value of maintaining an aura of mystery. In today's hyper-connected world, where everything is shared instantly and often without thought, the rare ability to keep a part of yourself hidden creates a magnetic allure that few can resist. In a society where transparency is expected, and social media encourages oversharing, the skill of maintaining an air of mystery is a true gift. This doesn't mean you should be dishonest or deceitful, but rather, it's about understanding the profound power of revealing yourself slowly and strategically, allowing others to discover the many facets of your personality and life story over time. With age and experience comes a depth that should be savored, and this careful revelation of who you are becomes a beautiful, intentional process. Younger women, in particular, are naturally drawn to men who don't give everything away in the first conversation, who have stories and experiences that feel like hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered. Mystery is, without a doubt, one of the most alluring qualities a man can possess. It sparks curiosity and ignites fascination. When you don't feel the compulsion to constantly explain yourself, when you're not revealing every single detail of your life to everyone around you, you communicate something powerful. You're someone who knows his worth and doesn't need constant validation. This sense of quiet confidence is captivating, and it invites others to become intrigued by you. When you withhold some parts of your life, people begin to realize there is much more to you than meets the eye, and that makes them want to learn more, to dig deeper, to get closer. This dynamic is incredibly magnetic because it speaks to a hidden depth that others are eager to explore. People gravitate toward the mystery because they know they're only seeing part of the picture, and they want the full experience. This is the essence of a well-balanced life, knowing what to reveal and when, and most importantly, understanding the art of keeping certain things to yourself to create ongoing intrigue. Furthermore, the ability to maintain an aura of mystery speaks volumes about your self-control, maturity, and emotional wisdom. It's not about playing games or manipulating others into seeking you out. It's about knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, understanding the importance of pacing yourself. When you are comfortable in your own skin and you understand your value, you don't feel compelled to reveal everything about yourself all at once. This subtlety and restraint are reflections of a person who is secure in who they are. You're not driven by the need to please others or to prove your worth through constant sharing. Instead, you let your life unfold in a way that feels authentic and meaningful, where the pieces of your story are shared with purpose, not out of necessity. Women, especially younger ones, are naturally drawn to men who carry this sense of mystery. They appreciate a man who doesn't overshare or leave nothing to the imagination. This kind of emotional restraint signals that you understand the value of self-reflection and introspection. It shows that you have a life story that is rich, complex, and worth discovering. It's an invitation, without words, to become a part of your journey, but only when the time is right and the relationship has deepened enough to support it. The more you reveal about yourself, the more it should feel like a privilege, something to be earned, not freely given. Every time you share a little more of who you are, it becomes more impactful because it's been built up over time, carefully layered, and shared with intention. Maintaining a sense of mystery also subtly creates a challenge in relationships, a kind of playful tension that keeps things interesting. Predictability can easily make a relationship feel stale, but when you know how to measure your words and your actions, when you can hold back just enough to keep someone guessing, it creates a dynamic where curiosity and interest continue to grow. This sense of surprise doesn't just fade into the background of your interactions. It becomes the very thing that keeps people engaged and eager to connect with you more deeply. Women admire this ability because it keeps them emotionally invested, encouraging them to stay present and connected in ways that are both exciting and meaningful. This unpredictability allows you to keep the conversation, the connection, and the relationship dynamic alive, constantly drawing people in rather than pushing them away. Being mysterious doesn't mean you're trying to hide your true self. It means you understand the value of preserving your personal boundaries and the sanctity of your inner world. In a time where instant connections and constant accessibility are the norm, choosing to maintain that air of mystery is an act of emotional discipline and self-respect. It ensures that you don't become just another open book, readily available to everyone without any sense of mystery or exclusivity. Instead, you maintain a sense of dignity and respect for your own privacy, sharing your story only when it feels right. This choice of restraint highlights your emotional maturity and allows you to reveal your most profound truths only to those who are truly deserving of them. Ultimately, the ability to maintain an aura of mystery enhances your value as a person and an intimate partner. It means that you remain fascinating, captivating, and always intriguing, even as time goes on. The mystery keeps your essence alive, preventing you from becoming predictable, stale, or taken for granted. As the layers of your personality are slowly uncovered, they become all the more meaningful because they are revealed with intention and care. It creates a sense of depth and richness that cannot be ignored. Maintaining a sense of mystery is an ongoing process. It's about knowing when to share and when to remain silent, when to offer pieces of yourself and when to hold back. At its core, this approach to life keeps you dynamic and relevant, no matter your age. It ensures that you are not just a fleeting presence but someone whose value continues to grow, someone who remains endlessly fascinating, not because of the surface-level details you share, but because of the layers of depth and complexity that lie beneath. When you understand the value of mystery, you become someone who is continually sought after, admired, and respected for the richness of your character and the compelling nature of your story. Being mysterious isn't just a way to keep people intrigued. It's a way of honoring yourself in your journey, allowing others to recognize the quiet brilliance of your life. The fifth thing that a wise, experienced individual should fully understand is the profound and transformative impact of their body language. Long before any words are spoken, your body is already sending powerful signals about who you are, and these nonverbal cues have the ability to either draw others toward you or create distance. The way you stand, move, and interact with your surroundings tells a story that words alone can never convey. A confident posture, deliberate gestures, and a steady, assured gaze all communicate strength, balance, and self-assurance, qualities that transcend the limitations of age. It's not about trying to look younger or fit into societal expectations of physical appearance, but about demonstrating that you are fully aware of your presence in the world and that you are at peace with who you are. Younger women, in particular, are keenly aware of how a man uses his body to express authority without crossing into aggression, and serenity without veering into disinterest. They are drawn to men who carry themselves with grace, who understand the power of their physicality, and who know how to use their body language to command respect. The way you walk, sit, and engage with others speaks volumes about your character and confidence. An elderly man who walks with firmness, who maintains an upright posture, not only demonstrates physical vitality but also conveys mental and emotional strength. It's as though every step, every gesture, is saying, "I know who I am, and I am comfortable with myself." This silent communication is incredibly powerful. It sends the message that you are in control of your environment, that you are grounded, and that you don't need to announce your presence to be recognized. This kind of body language naturally attracts respect and admiration. People are subconsciously drawn to those who project confidence, and the way you carry yourself can either invite people into your space or repel them. It's not just about what you do, but how you do it. A firm handshake, an open stance, and measured, deliberate movements show someone who has mastered their own presence. Conversely, exaggerated gestures or overly relaxed postures can give the wrong impression, signaling insecurity or indifference. The key is to strike a balance, being subtle yet intentional in every gesture, exuding a sense of calm authority that doesn't come across as domineering. Eye contact is another critical element in conveying the right message through body language. A direct yet gentle look creates an immediate connection, showing that you are fully present in the moment and genuinely interested in the person before you. Women, especially, are sensitive to the power of eye contact because it can express more than words ever could. It communicates attentiveness, respect, and, at the same time, a quiet sense of mystery. A well-timed glance can say, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and I am fully engaged in this moment." However, it's essential to find the right balance. Too much intensity in your gaze can come across as intrusive, while too little can seem distant or disengaged. The secret is in the subtlety, the unspoken connection that happens when your gaze is steady yet not overpowering. By mastering the art of body language, you communicate a deep sense of self-assurance that others can feel in your presence. It's about being completely comfortable with who you are, with your past, your experiences, and your journey through life. This inner confidence radiates outward, making others feel at ease in your company. When you are at peace with yourself, others are naturally drawn to that energy. It's as if you are creating a safe space, a space where people feel comfortable being themselves because they can sense that you are comfortable being you. This sense of ease and confidence is a magnet for admiration and respect. The beauty of body language is that it doesn't need to be flashy or overly dramatic to be effective. Subtle, intentional movements often carry the most weight. Whether it's the way you sit, the way you smile, or the way you hold yourself in a conversation, these small, thoughtful actions speak volumes about who you are. You don't need to announce your worth with grand gestures or loud words. Instead, let your body do the talking. Let it communicate that you are self-aware, that you respect yourself, and that you are fully present in every moment. Women and men alike are drawn to those who have the ability to remain calm and composed, who carry themselves with dignity and poise, no matter the situation. When you master body language, you can create an environment where others feel seen and valued simply by your presence. It's an effortless yet profound form of communication that attracts attention and fosters connection. By understanding the power of your body language, you not only enhance your own self-confidence, but also make others feel more comfortable and respected in your presence, which ultimately strengthens your relationships and builds trust. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. In the end, your body language is a reflection of your inner self. It's a powerful tool that can shape how others perceive you, but more importantly, how you perceive yourself. By cultivating an awareness of your body language and aligning it with your inner strength, you can create a lasting impression that goes far beyond words. You become a person who speaks volumes without saying a thing, a person whose presence alone is enough to command attention and respect. And that, in turn, makes you irresistible, not because of what you say, but because of who you are and how you carry yourself in the world. The 6th essential thing that a wise elderly person must master is the delicate art of balancing generosity with clear and firm boundaries. Generosity, whether emotional, material, or even in terms of time, is a quality that commands admiration and draws people toward you. It reflects a deep sense of compassion, a willingness to share the fruits of your life's experiences, and a genuine desire to help others. However, it is easy to fall into the trap of overextending yourself, particularly as you age, driven by a desire to please or to feel valued. Many older men, out of the kindness of their hearts, end up being exploited or manipulated by those who see their generosity as an opportunity for their own gain. The ability to recognize where your generosity should stop and where boundaries must be set is a crucial skill that separates the truly wise from those simply seeking external validation. True generosity at its core is about offering the very best you have to give, whether that be wisdom, emotional support, or material help, without any expectation of return. It is an expression of selflessness and kindness, an offering made freely from a place of abundance. It could be offering valuable advice, sharing a life lesson, or giving someone your time and genuine attention. However, the wise person understands that generosity is not limitless, and it's important to recognize when the spirit of giving is being taken advantage of. The more you offer, the more you need to be aware of when reciprocity is absent or when people take without appreciation. You must learn to give with discernment, to ensure that you are not sacrificing your own dignity or interests for the sake of others. Younger women, especially, admire a man who knows how to say no when necessary. They respect someone who has the strength to protect their time, their energy, and their resources, rather than someone who is always available and ready to please. This ability to set limits shows self-confidence and emotional maturity, signaling that you value yourself and your time. It establishes a standard for how you expect to be treated, and those around you naturally take note. A man who cannot say no becomes vulnerable to being drained, and in the end, people may lose respect for him, perceiving him as someone who cannot assert himself. But a man who is capable of drawing the line when needed demonstrates the strength of character and emotional intelligence that is deeply attractive. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being cold, distant, or unkind. Rather, it's about knowing where to draw the line, valuing your own well-being, and maintaining the integrity of your time and energy. It's about being selective in how you give of yourself and understanding who truly deserves the effort. This practice allows you to preserve your resources, whether emotional or physical, so that you can invest them where they will truly make a difference. It's important to understand that boundaries are not walls but rather safeguards that protect your inner peace, ensuring that your generosity flows only where it is genuinely appreciated. Often, people respect those who have the courage to set and enforce boundaries more than those who are constantly available. Boundaries are a reflection of self-respect and self-love. They are a silent but powerful message to others that you are a person who understands the value of your time and energy, and you won't waste either on those who take without offering anything in return. When you make it clear that you are someone who respects yourself, others will take notice and begin to respect you more in turn. Women, in particular, are quick to recognize the difference between a man who is genuinely generous and one who doesn't know how to set limits. The former offers freely but does so within the framework of self-respect and emotional wisdom, while the latter is more susceptible to exploitation and burnout. By establishing clear boundaries, you not only protect your own well-being, but you also send the message that you are a person worth investing in. When you set standards for how you are treated, you show others that you expect mutual respect, and in doing so, you elevate the quality of your relationships. Boundaries create space for deeper connections because they encourage others to engage with you from a place of respect and equality. This not only protects your energy but also ensures that the relationships you form are built on a foundation of mutual trust and appreciation. In the end, balancing generosity with boundaries is a crucial life skill that preserves your dignity, protects your emotional well-being, and helps you form more meaningful, lasting connections. A man who is generous, but who also knows when and how to say no, is one who radiates strength and emotional maturity. This balance allows him to attract relationships that are nurturing and fulfilling, rather than ones that deplete him or leave him feeling taken advantage of. Ultimately, this mastery of generosity and boundaries not only makes you more attractive and respected, but it also ensures that the relationships you form are deep, enriching, and grounded in mutual understanding and respect. The seventh essential truth that every wise elder should deeply understand is that physical intimacy, particularly when it is given in its most selfless, generous, and devoted form, holds immense power to forge profound emotional connections. For men, this means embracing the beautiful act of prioritizing their partner's pleasure, including through acts like oral sex. Such men are often perceived as not only more confident and attentive, but also more emotionally present and attuned to their partner's deepest needs and desires. This dedication reflects a rare and invaluable understanding of the importance of mutual pleasure, transcending societal taboos and exhibiting a genuine, unwavering commitment to the growth and richness of the relationship. This level of generosity and intimacy is more than just an act. It is a manifestation of who you are at your core as a person. When a man shows that he is willing to prioritize his partner's emotional and physical well-being over his own immediate gratification, it fosters an incredibly powerful and enduring emotional bond. Women, in particular, are profoundly attuned to the difference between a partner who is self-centered in his desires and one who is wholeheartedly invested in a shared, fulfilling experience. The meticulous attention to every small detail during such intimate moments is not simply alluring, it is transformative. It demonstrates that you are capable of creating a sanctuary of trust, respect, and mutual submission, where vulnerability is not feared but cherished. Moreover, when oral sex is performed with genuine attentiveness, reverence, and respect, it becomes so much more than a physical act. It becomes a deeply intimate gesture of emotional vulnerability. It breaks down barriers, dissolves walls, and reinforces the profound idea that you value your partner as a whole, beyond just their body, but their very essence. This attitude reflects emotional maturity, a maturity that understands the immense power intimacy holds in strengthening the bond between two people. Younger women, especially, are drawn to this display of empathy, seeing it as a clear signal that a man truly understands the profound worth of emotional exchange and shared complicity. Ultimately, being a generous lover is far more than a set of physical techniques or acts. It is an embodiment of deep care and unwavering dedication to the happiness, satisfaction, and well-being of the person you love. Men who adopt this profound approach to intimacy are remembered not just for the specific acts they perform, but for the heartfelt devotion and meticulous attention they invest in every single moment. This care creates lasting memories, moments that resonate far beyond the physical, leaving a profound imprint on the heart and soul of both partners. It strengthens the relationship, making it deeper, richer, and infinitely more meaningful, a bond that transcends time itself. So, what have you learned from today's video? Have you discovered a new way to connect with others through the power of communication? Or maybe you're inspired to start listening more deeply, telling your own story with authenticity, or embracing the strength of silence in your conversations. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear what stood out to you. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you've learned today and how you plan to bring it into your life. Let's start a conversation and continue to grow together. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from these insights, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. I'll see you in the next video.